Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Random Video Thursday, and today it's going to be another album ranking. Last week was Led Zeppelin, and this week I'm going to rank all of the Ramones albums, all 14 albums. I actually don't have any Ramones albums on vinyl, but I have listened to all of their albums. You can find many of the Ramones songs on YouTube, and they also have like hundreds of Ramones guitar covers on YouTube. So let's get started. Going from number 14 to number 1, of course, number 14 being the worst, my least favorite Ramones album, and number 1 being the best Ramones album and my favorite album by the Ramones. And of course, these rankings are just my opinion. So let's get started. Starting off with number 14, Mondo Bizarro. It is my least favorite Ramones album. I think it's very mediocre and very lackluster. Number 13 is Subterranean Jungle. Not a big fan of that album. I think some of the songs are kind of mediocre and lackluster. Number 12 is Halfway to Sanity. Kind of a mediocre album. Some of the songs are pretty lackluster. Number 11 is Animal Boy. That album was okay. Not as good as some of the other albums, but it was still a pretty good album. Although I will admit some of the songs on the album are pretty interesting, especially Bonzo Goes to Bitburg. Number 10 is Acid Eaters. Not as good as some of the other albums, but it's okay. And what's interesting about that album is that all of the songs are cover songs. Number 9 is Brain Drain. An average album, but a great album. One of the Ramones' best albums, and a lot of iconic songs on that album, especially Pet Sematary. Number 8 is End of the Century. An average album, but a great album. Very underrated. It's actually a great album. And it has some great songs, especially Rock and Roll High School, one of the Ramones' most iconic songs. Number 7 is Too Tough to Die. Great album. One of the Ramones' best albums. And great songs on that album, especially Mama's Boy and Chasing the Night. Number 6 is Pleasant Dreams, classic album, one of the Ramones' best albums. And now we're in the top 5. Number 5 is the Ramones' last album, Adios Amigos. And it's a great album. One of the best final albums of all time. Number 4 is Road to Ruin. Brilliant album. The first album with Marky Ramone as drummer. And it has a lot of brilliant and iconic songs. Especially I Want to Be Sedated, one of the Ramones' most popular songs. And a lot of other great songs. Like the opening track, I Just Want to Have Something to Do, She's the One, Bad Brain, so many great songs. Number 3 is Leave Home. Great album. A lot of great songs. I really like their cover of California Sun, and a lot of other iconic songs on the album, like Carbona Not Glue, Glad to See You Go, the opening track, and Pinhead, one of the Ramones' most iconic songs. Number 2 is the first album, which was simply called Ramones. Great album, and it features a lot of iconic songs, such as, or most notably, the opening track, Blitzkrieg Bop, the Ramones' most popular song, and a lot of other punk rock classic songs, like I Want to Be Your Boyfriend, Now I Want to Sniff Some Glue, I Don't Want to Go Down to the Basement, 53rd and 3rd, and Havana Affair. A lot of great songs. And finally, number 1, the best Ramones album, and my favorite album by the Ramones, Rocket to Russia. I think this is the Ramones' best album, and it has some of the band's most iconic songs. Some of the songs on the album include Rockaway Beach, my favorite song by the Ramones. It has 2 cover songs, Do You Want to Dance and Surfin' Bird, and a lot of other classics like Ramona, We're a Happy Family, and Sheena is a Punk Rocker, one of the Ramones' most iconic songs. And that's it. That is all of the Ramones albums ranked. Hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like the video, share it with your friends, comment down below, and please subscribe. And I'll see you next time.